Porsche with a horse and the track overseas. Got haters, paparazzi, baby, trying to get beat. Famous let it easy when you're rolling with me. 2 chickens, 4 cars when you're ready to leave. Don't count black car, baby, fill it with cheese. Like tape, you can have it, you ain't got to street. From the bag to the cash, baby, you what you need. You can use me like a tool, so we working, you see. Whereas when it's still in the center, I got ways to the beat. Got a minute, nothing seconds, baby, that number to me. And maybe think that we can kick it, baby, you plus me. Move the way you check it when you're moving to me. Move going back, yeah, baby, you know me. Move going back, baby, you know me. As a granted, baby, you know me. Shopping sprees overseas in the West Indies. Big body, big jet, baby, kick up your feet. Next is love is the question if you're asking to me. You ride like Jada, set it off in the streets. And play the rules, set it so never change it for me. Be a boss, be a freak, be a brute. Tell them go, they can quit it, ain't no winning with me. I'm a money in the city, big guns on me. I'm a boss, you a worker, you would never with me. And with the city, big guns, baby, P.I.D. This will be the stones that you only gon' see. I know they shoot me back, but that is why I can't see. And I'm a boss, you a worker, I'm deep in the streets. I'm in the booth with a 100 round K on me. I'm saying.
Our voice, your future. AUMA Radio spins worldwide DJ mixes, and indie artists 24/7. So the party never stops, never stops.
When she wake up in the morning, she had her mind on dance. And if you ain't getting with the moment, might as well be started. She a dime piece, classy, flashy, broken, so she get the money like an athlete. Independent woman, she a bully on a timepiece. Heard that, nailed it, everything attractive. She at the club with the best friend, go best friend. Drop it low like it's just them. You just talk about it, DJ, play that girl jam, slow jam. Say that trap music, let them girls dance. She a winner, tipper, body so fish, somebody better with some. Whoa, think I fell in love with her more long dance. Club got me winking, I'm finna turn it off. Loud packed and dabbing it, so I'm the bug. 20 minutes and young DJ, that's the star. She moving like she lonely. One hand in the air like she a pony. Baddest in the field, she going Duffy. She killing it, they should call her Buffy. Oh, you so touchy. That's what she whispered to me from she threw it back like Uzi. Feeling godly, feeling like Molly. But I'm on Judy, so try to judge me. She moving like
drink? Yeah, I got it, ma. The reason I done came up in this damn club. Everything on me, I'm trying to get you out this damn club. Booty looking good. Love the way you throw it. Arch in your back. Girl, I love the way you work it. Standing like a dead ass. Got me in a trance. Gon' twerk it, gon' throw it. Throw that money dance. Mommy, you the best. Put that booty on me. Got me thrown off. All this ass on me.
You're the reason why I come to this club, girl. You're the reason I'm a rapper in this club, girl. The way your body be moving, you be popping it, cause the light on it back on me. You're the reason why I come to this club, girl. You're the reason I'm a rapper in this club, girl. So I get a party to me, and I got my partner to shorty, I got the stacks on me.
Hold up, it's your birthday. Hold up, it's your birthday. Girl, you know you bad. I spend cash to see your birthday. Now please just don't get mad. I wanna smash in the first place. You erase my number. I ain't it. That was courtesy. All my bad bitches. Hey, all my bad bitches. That buy their own bottle. Instagramming ass bitches. Fucking round super thick with that nothing ass nigga. See, y'all ain't getting no money. See, y'all ain't getting nothing. See, the right west side that's something. That is how you know I'm dumping. See, bomb me know I'm coming. See, y'all niggas ain't about nothing. Now I don't pay no mind to these people. Now you the reason why I'm in this club, girl. That's Lisa Backwash.
You're the reason why I come to this club, girl. You're the reason I'm a rapper in this club, girl. The way your body be moving, you be popping it, cause the light on me. You're the reason why I come to this club, girl. You're the reason I'm a rapper in this club, girl. So I get a party to me, and I got my partner to shorty, I got the stacks on me.
Music on Chris Brown, she read out on road gang. I got down, she smoked Mary and pop bottles and ravers. Full throttle, she riding good, she the problem solver. He in the club, he in the wild, she on me. Make the rock on ice, she take good. My appetite, no diet, walking food push, make it quiet, make it riot. Everybody want, got bitches fighting, but she win me like every night. I do it right, I live it twice, she win me like every night. I do it right, I live it twice.
All the folks not saying nothing.
Our voice, your future.
Yeah, man. I know we started a little late, but it's the Big LAC Show here Saturday, 4 p.m. 6 p.m. on AUMA Radio. Sing it for them, bro.
They know we on the night like that, so I'ma fight that.
Bad man,
Damn, right when you thought that it was safe to relax,
you gotta scratch that. The bad man.
people keep it for real, they right here where I'm at. They know I like that.
The bad man, back.
Right when you thought that it was safe
To relax, you gotta scratch that. The bad man, back. Bad man, back. The bad man, back. Bad man, back. The bad man, back.
right when you thought that it was safe
To relax, I know.
gotta stretch.
I know.
You ain't gon' like me if you don't like facts. You up that thing on me, I shoot you right back.
My credibility good, my reputation bad.
Swear to God, you ain't gon' like it when I'm mad. The night out is up
Early with the rooster, I don't need no 1-9 if you'll shoot you. Whoever counted me out, they weren't counting. Started from the bricks, but now we move mountains. They gon' be out and I ain't like that, so I'ma fight that. The bad man, right when you thought that it was safe to relax, you gotta scratch that. The bad man, back. Yeah, shout out to BBE, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, big boy. Stand up, $1 stand up. Shout to it, man. Guy Daniels for doing my theme song, man. Look here, man. It is Saturday, 4:35, and guess what, bitch? The bad man is back. And once again, technical difficulty. I'm gonna get this shit right, y'all. I know it's been a couple of months, and I keep saying I'm gonna get it right, but we gonna get this shit. I'm gonna start leaving the cameras. Nah, I ain't gonna leave the cameras. The niggas are still.
Yeah.
And that one, that's an expensive camera. That one kind of cheap. It cost me $3. That one in there $3. But that's an expensive camera. I'm not leaving that one. These tripods, they cheap. You can get them for $35.
Yeah.
But nah, I ain't leaving that camera. I love you, camera. I can leave the webcam. Nah, that shit was expensive.
Yeah, be gone.
That shit was expensive too.
Somebody else.
Fuck, I ain't got nothing here cheap to
Somebody
leave.
is-
I can leave the tripods. Tripods cheap. I can buy them. But we got. Oh, before we get started, man, I want to give a shout out to my co-host, Regina Williams. Regina, we love you. We're praying for you. We're sending our condolences.
Right. And get well.
Everybody, and her mom, and everybody out there within the, listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook, gonna watch us on YouTube later. Send your prayers up. Regina lost her mom this week. She was also in a car accident a few weeks ago. The devil trying her right now, y'all. So everybody out there that do the praying, the Christians, the Jews, the whoever, if y'all pray, if y'all believe in the power of prayer, send some prayer her way, send some love her way. Regina, we're thinking about you. We love you. We can't wait for you to come back. But get yourself right, get everything straight first. Shouts out to Regina. Everybody.
All right, shouts out Regina.
Yeah. My mom was a sweet lady too. Real sweet lady. I met her once. She's a real sweet lady. But we are here, man. It's the Big LAC Show Saturday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. right here on AUMA Radio. I got my guest, Miss, what the hell? Miss Eddwina.
Yeah.
That's how I pronounce it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah, she got too many D's on her name.
It's
y'all.
only 2 D's.
Double D.
Right, 2 D's.
Double D.
It's only 2 D's in my name. Only 2. Only 2 D's.
She's a teacher. She's a
Motivational speaker.
motivation. I was trying to get
activist,
I was gonna say I didn't know how to say
Talented
motivational speaker. She's a speaker. She's has her own radio show. She promotes shows. She does it all, man. So we got her in the building today to talk about some of her ventures that she has coming up. We also have my special guest co-host today, author extraordinaire, editor extraordinaire, Miss Jay Warner. We're gonna get into some stuff that she's doing, and we're gonna play some music. If you're an artist out there and you want to send your music to me, go ahead and send it to me. Gotta be MP3 format only. We're not taking no WAV files. We're not taking no video. We're not taking no links.
Yes.
Don't send me no fucking SoundCloud links. I delete those immediately. MP3 file with your artist name, because I know somebody gonna put up there. How do we? I know it. I know it.
All right, Antonio.
I know it.
He just told you, Antonio.
MP3 files, your artist name, and your social media only to biglacshow@gmail.com. BIGLAC show@gmail.com. BIGLAC show@gmail.com. We have several sponsors. We got Lollipops.
Yes, I'm about to get
We got Lollipops.
Lollipop.
You go ahead and suck it now.
Oh, okay.
We got Lollipop. Shout out to them. We got Spectrum printing supplies. That's how I go to get the vinyl and shirts to make my shirts. You know, I give all my guests shirts. I usually give coffee mugs, but Dollar Tree was out of coffee mugs.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't make coffee mugs. I had the little beer things, but I was like, I got 2 young ladies in here. That wouldn't be appropriate to bring beer mugs.
Right.
So I'm gonna bring y'all coffee mugs. So y'all just
But
got.
we appreciate the shirt. They nice.
I like that color right there.
Yeah,
I
I
was
like
gonna
the
make you
spelling
one that
too,
color
yeah.
myself. But I gotta get some shoes to go with it.
You got like all colors.
Want to give a shout out to. I'm gonna play my other. I want to give a shout out to John the Trainer. If y'all need that body right by the summer, hit up my homeboy John the Trainer. It's John the Trainer on Instagram. Look for John the Trainer. He'll get you right, man. Also, Combine Magazine. Let's Combine. If you're looking at it, you can see it on the back of the computer. That's my magazine. If you're trying to get featured in the January issue, hit us up at combinemagazine@gmail.com. Combinemagazine@gmail.com. We start a new format, so we ain't gonna do it every month like we was doing for the first 3 years. We're gonna do it quarterly. So January, then April, Then y'all get it every 3 months. So
Y'all could count.
Razorline Barbershop. Shout out to T. I need to hit you up probably tomorrow, bruh. He needs barbers. It's out in Conyers off Salem Road. SquatYard Atlanta. They put them 32s and them 39s on them dunks for you. And if you got a car and you need to get it right, they'll holler at them SquatYard Atlanta. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook, SquatYard Atlanta. Razorline Barbershop, find them on Facebook and Instagram, Razorline Barbershop. Spectrum Printing Supplies, find them on Instagram, Spectrum Printing. And let's get to the show, man.
Let's get
We
to
got
the
Miss
Black Show.
Eddwina
What?
in the building.
Or AKA Janae.
Janae, I kind of like that.
Yeah, and that's my name too. My middle name is Janae. My first name is Eddwina, so Janae.
He don't like Janae.
You don't like Janae?
I'm not trying to pronounce that. I'm not.
It's easy.
right
It just
around.
looks weird.
I'ma call it.
I need to put more lines in it.
I'ma
I'm
call
from Alabama. I'm a country girl, so
It all
therefore,
just blur together.
yeah. Because some people was like they didn't know what to say because it's too many E's. I was like, but
I'm gonna call you Eddie.
yeah.
For the rest of the time, I'm
I
gonna call you
don't
Eddie.
like Eddie.
Eddie. Yeah, you gonna have to like it today,
He don't care.
Eddie.
I don't like
Eddie, calm down.
Eddie.
Calm down, Eddie.
It's calm.
Why don't you like Eddie?
Cause it's a man name.
No, it's not.
Well,
Well,
Girl, you Eddie with an eye though.
Edie. Call you Edie.
see how I roll my eyes?
Edie.
Edie.
Hey, that wasn't no roll no eye, like you was having a seizure. Don't do that no more. Don't do. Her eyes went up and down real quick. I thought you wanted to do something with your neck or something. Her eyes went boop.
That's that new roll.
So you don't like Eddie?
I don't like
Has somebody tried to call you Eddie before?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
You don't like that?
No.
That's kind of cool though.
No. Why is it cool?
It's expectation subversion.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Explain.
Expectation subversion means that you expect something, but something else comes.
Like when y'all put your Eddie in there for a dude is really a girl. Okay, but I don't want to be her.
Or like you can be, or say Eddie with an IE, and people think it's a girl and it's a dude.
I'm over it.
Expectation subversion. But we're gonna get into this. Okay, so you're a teacher.
I'm a CDL instructor. Yes.
CDL. Oh,
Yes.
we need to talk.
Yes,
Right.
I'm a CDL instructor.
I need to get my CDLs. I work at Sunbelt. I'm not gonna get no folks no shine.
I know.
He work at that place that
Yeah.
he need his license.
And
I'm only class B.
it don't matter.
Okay.
I need to start it off because I'm trying to expand myself. And my brother-in-law who lives with me, my name is Lawrence. His name is Lawrence. And he has his CDL. So I want to get mine because I don't like living with people that are better than me in any kind of way. So I got to get my CDL to better myself.
Okay.
Where you work at? Do y'all take the GI Bill?
I'm so sorry. I did not know this was on.
My phone gonna ring in a minute.
Yes, that's crazy. They would never call me any other time.
They see me online.
I don't need them to call me.
Now they want to talk to you.
I don't want to
Go again, shit. My eyes going up and down.
talk. Anyway, I'm back.
We're gonna talk about this offline.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you're a CDL instructor.
Yes.
And you're a motivational speaker.
Yes.
How did you get into the motivational speaker stuff?
Well, the motivational speaking, it's always been there, but this particular subject that I talk about, which is bullying, happened last year when my 9-year-old niece committed suicide in Alabama in our family home. And from that point, I had to do something and I had to become the strong one of the family because my mom found her. She's the oldest child of my middle sister. And it was rough. And so I had to put on a lot of hats. Like, people was coming into my mom's house more destroyed than my mom. I'm like, excuse me, first of all, you can't be more hurt than my mom is. It's her grandchild. She was, raising
you know how
her.
people
So
are.
I was putting people out.
Show,
And I was like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Get out of
Yeah.
my house. Like I had to be a bad person when that's not who I am, and I had to like
That
take
was
on
just
that role.
protective.
Yeah, I had to do it because it was so many people, and it was so many people online. It was so many people had their own
You
stories.
know how people are.
And so many people trying to give more information than the family is allowed to give. And what do you have to say? You don't know. And so I had to bring my family together and like, listen, this is what we're going to do. This is what we can and can't say. Whatever you don't feel like talking, send them to me. Because once you send them to me, half of them are not going to say because they already know I'm not giving you what you're looking for. And that went for reporters. That went for newspaper articles. That went for radio, TV. I mean, her story was worldwide. She was in Germany and all over the place. And it was it was a lot. It was a lot.
I bet. So that's your main topic for the motivational speaker?
For now, it's my main topic. Of course, that human trafficking stuff is going on, but being bullied and kids running away can play a part in human trafficking as well. So I haven't moved over into that, but and domestic violence, because even kids that grow up being bullies, they grow up into be adult bullies if people don't tell them, like, yo, chill out, you a bully, like, stop, or put a stop to it. They grow up.
What about the kids that are bullied and are bullies?
It's both, because I talked in my presentation, I do have an actual professional 20-slide presentation that I pick and choose depending on my crowd. Like Thursday, I was in Birmingham. I was with all kids. So my presentation was maybe 5 or 6 slides based on them, because I know their attention span is short, so therefore they're not really trying to hear it, but I'm interactive, so it wasn't boring. So they wasn't sitting out there. I brought them closer to me, we was in the gym, and it was a lot of kids, like 200-300 kids. So it was a lot of kids, 6th grade at this point. And then after the teachers heard that, the other teacher was like, hold on, don't go nowhere. Pull me into this classroom. When I was pulled into that classroom, like, it was almost a 4 or 5 hour stay in Birmingham when it was only supposed to be like 45 minutes to an hour. Right. But whatever's not healed as a child, you grow up with that issue. So if you were a victim of bullying and you are used to being bullied, that child that was victimized, if you don't get healing through counseling and all of those other aspects or outlets you can use, you're gonna grow up and be an adult person that's a victim. You're victimized.
Okay, I like to play devil's advocate.
I got you.
You feel me?
I got
you ready?
you. Let's go.
All right. And none of this is being cynical.
Right.
Like the questions I'm gonna ask and stuff I'm gonna throw at you, because this is important.
Right.
But it comes from a place of a person that was bullied,
right,
that was sexually molested. So, but have you found that most people that are bullied as a kid, do they ever grow beyond that, or do they stay in that bully mode?
It's a 50-50 through all the places I've been. I've been to Kalamazoo, Michigan. I've been to Arizona, all over Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and in that, it's a 50-50. Some say that they still dealing with it, and some say they overcame it, but certain things trigger, and they have to, like, hold on, I may need to go and, re-talk or revisit this area so that I won't fall back into a depressed mode, because that's where it leads, because you feel like you're helpless. Like, especially as an adult, you're like, I should have overcome this by now, if you're a strong-willed person, because everybody's mind is not strong.
Have you ever ran into people that have overcome it? And like,
not completely.
Really?
Not completely, because the reason I say not completely, because what I said now somewhere 20, 30 years later triggers what had happened to them, for them to come to me to express what they had to go through, what they're still going through, and even though they have overcome a lot of it, it's still certain things that they still haven't talked about and forgave for real. Like, it's one thing to say, I forgive you, but if you keep reliving it in your head, even if I don't show you that I'm mad at you, or we're no longer friends, or whatever the case may be, it's still certain parts in the brain that you still feel like, I should have did this, I could have said that, and that forgiveness wasn't complete. That's just in my finding.
That's deep. Do you feel, have you been have any of your findings found, or have you saw that sometimes bullying may not be as bad, or is bullying one of those things where it's bad regardless? Or do you feel like people learn to overcome adversity because of a little bullying? Or do you feel like bullying is not okay at all from nobody in no kind of way?
Okay, so the bullying we talk about today is where there is, and I do this in my presentation, it's a ring. It's not just one person. It's not just one person. Because when I'm in church, I can call it, you're not God, the Alpha and Omega. But when I'm out in schools and different places that don't quite know, or I don't know I say you're not magical. So therefore, you can't bully me if we're not in the same room. But if she's your friend in the room with me, she's watching me for you. And that little person that walked by, they watching me in another class, and somebody watching me in another class. But it's different every person that's in that ring has their own identity. I have the bully, I have the watchman, uses the friend or friends. I have the forced one, which is usually a family member, sister, brother, cousin, someone that's close to them that they'll say, hey, you gonna shut up, or I'm not gonna give you this money, or I'm gonna tell mom or daddy that you did this, that, and the third. So you're forced into this ring because of the sibling or whomever that's making you be a part of it. Then it's a bystander, which is usually someone that's just as weak as the victim because they don't want to get bullied like the victim is getting bullied. So now they are forced to shut up or get beat up. So now we built a ring of people that's victimizing one individual.
Okay. That makes more sense to me because I know when I don't want to say your age, but when I was growing up, it wasn't like that.
No.
It was just like a one-on-one thing.
Yeah, right.
And then you'll usually be like, oh, okay, I'm tired of shit. You whoop their ass.
Right, and be done.
Get over it.
Exactly.
Right.
What you
Now-
saying makes a
Something
lot
that
of
make
sense.
you
So
stronger.
my niece went through this.
Right. My
She's
niece
in
did
middle
too.
school, and she got jumped on in the
In
bathroom.
the bathroom. Was she at Oakland Elementary?
No, Oakland. Where's Oakland?
It's in it's off of 218.
What's tweet?
Before your exit.
No.
Okay.
My niece, she went to school. It's in Decatur,
Okay.
right before Stone Mountain, off
Okay.
Covington Highway.
I got you.
And they took her in the bathroom under one of the girls walked in the bathroom under the we gonna go and show me these dance moves. You know what I mean? And went in there and it was like 5 girls, and all of them had cameras, and they was videotaping her fighting these other girls.
Right.
It just so happened she got the upper hand and she knocked a couple of them senseless, but they put it on tape.
Right.
The thing that pissed me off was my sister didn't press charges.
Oh,
And I said, you need to press charges.
Oh, yeah.
And they kind of bullied, the principal kind of bullied my sister into not pressing charges.
Oh.
Oh, we gonna suspend them, they gonna get it. And when I talked to my sister, because my sister was staying with me at the time, I said, no, we gonna go back up
Oh,
to school
yes,
and talk to these
absolutely.
people. And when I went up there, they said, I didn't have a right to be up there because I'm not parent. But then I hit their ass with, no, the little girl lives with me now.
Right.
So,
So you're a guardian.
technically, yeah, I'm a
Right.
guardian. So technically, the police had to let me in. I went to talk to them, and they was like, "Well, your sister said she wasn't gonna press charges, and that's law. As long as she says she's not." But now, the name of the gang that the little girl's in called the Body Bag Gang. You heard of that? So the Body Bag Gang, I didn't know, starts from high school, and these kids in middle school call themselves Body Bag Girls, Body Bag Boys. They're the brothers and sisters of the ones in high school. So now my niece is in the Body Bag Girls. So that's why I was getting to about the bullying, because I remember when we were growing up, it was always a one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
If
That's
you
one
either
person
you
following
overcame it or you didn't,
Yeah.
but you tend to grow out of it once
Yeah.
you leave school. You're not around that person.
But back then, we were able to just squash it. After that, it was done. Now these kids, they go on
Yeah.
and on and on.
And-
It's a tactic. It's torment. It's terrorism.
So
honestly.
and my thing is, and Jay has heard me say this, sometimes people need to be bullied. And I felt that way until I said this just as recently as about 5 or 6 months ago on this show. But I started researching it and I started realizing that the bullying that we went through
Right, it's not
is
the
totally
same.
different.
Yes.
Right.
Because
Totally different.
now they got so many ways to get at you. Because then wasn't no Facebook, all that stuff. So
Once
we didn't have to
you
see
go
them people.
home,
Yeah, once you go
yeah,
home, it's
right.
over with, unless
Right.
they lived in your neighborhood.
Right.
But even then, you want to have closed door and they
Right.
can't get at you.
Right.
Right.
But I started realizing, I'm like, oh man, maybe
Now,
I'm
as soon as
maybe
you
I'm
look at
looking
your
at it from an
phone,
old man's eye.
Right.
Because if you pick up your phone and you want to talk to your friend, somebody can put it, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But they did my son the same way. They
Yeah.
were picking at him, and he in Alabama. He lived in Mount Vernon, Alabama.
Okay.
And they was picking at him, and I was like, he called me one day, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to knock one of these dudes out. I said,
Right.
you ain't got to see it when you go home. He said, it's on Facebook, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went, oh.
Yeah.
And then my old man crept in and was like, turn your phone off. You know what I mean? But it's not
Yeah,
simple
it's not
for
that
them.
simple.
You know what I mean? It's not that for me. It's just like, oh, Facebook. Let me get off Facebook
Yeah.
because I didn't grow up with it.
Right.
For
Right.
them, it's everything.
That's everything.
So I understand now. Now I want to say that to all the people that's been. A lot of people hit me up like, bullying ain't that clear, LA. And now I understand.
It's not.
I get it. I get it now. Now I get why kids feel they can't escape it. Because us, we could.
We could, right.
Once
And
high
they
school was over, it's like, fuck you, I'm gone.
Right.
Right.
But
And now
now,
he goes into college, like everything
Yeah.
follows you.
because of the
That's in his
damn
zone.
internet,
Yeah.
you'll be in college 3 years and somebody will find you on Facebook and say,
And they
"Oh,
post it within
remember-
the school
yeah,
site. Like,
remember you did this and you was low lame and then everybody else started. Yeah.
Mhm.
But have you? And I'm sorry for the loss of your niece.
Thank you.
Have you found any? Like I asked you earlier, have you found that a lot of these people that are bullies are bullied like at home?
Yes. Every single one of them had really bad. Even the kids that bullied Mackenzie, they had a lot of issues going on at home. That doesn't excuse them, but my thing that I teach overall, which is the reason the doors have really been opening for me, is not that I want to attack the bullies. I need you to get help. So I also have a psychiatrist that's on my team, and she is always open. I give them the phone number. They can call her and get their counseling session set up, because it's all about healing. You have to heal what's going on with your life. Like, that's just the bottom line. It has to be talked about. You have to, of course, everybody knows the first thing is admitting that there's a problem. But what pissed me off the most with my niece situation is that parents of the kids that was bullying her thought that they were friends.
That's how most people think.
They was like, oh, they're friends. Oh, they're no.
Well, that's the thing.
No,
And I
it's
had
not.
this situation with my daughter, and I had to explain to her what friends are.
Right.
Because she's 9,
Mm-hmm.
and last year there was this little girl, and the little girl sat with us at a ceremony, and the little girl kept saying snotty little remarks
Mm-hmm.
to the point where I wanted to pop her in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, sweetie, you gotta go sit with your mom.
Right. You can't sit over
Yeah,
here.
you gotta, and you know, my daughter's like, Mom, she's my friend. She's not your friend.
No,
I
she's
don't do
not.
that mean girl thing.
Right. Right.
And I told my daughter, you got at least 1 million cousins.
Right.
And I will be the petty mom that will have your cousin show up at your
Okay.
school to fight somebody else's child.
So you're gonna perpetuate the bullying.
Yes, I will. Because my daughter is very, I like to call her like a Disney fairy princess.
Yeah.
Like, she's soft.
Right.
And it hurts, and things hurts her feelings
Yeah.
so fast. I wasn't like that. I was a little boy. I'll
Right.
punch you in the face.
Right. Right.
But my daughter is, that's my friend. She didn't
Yeah.
mean it, like, or it makes her cry because somebody doesn't want to be her friend.
Right.
So, it bothers me. And I'm
Right.
like, well, you got like 7 cousins that I could go ahead and,
Right.
know.
Right. And come pull up.
Right. And I had to explain to her what friends are.
Right.
Because just because our kid says that this is their friend
That
doesn't mean that
mean-
that's their friend.
Nope.
I like to watch your behavior
Yes.
because
Yes.
they only know what we show them.
Right.
And that's not your friend, sweetie.
Right.
And if you gotta be mad at me about it,
Be
now be mad at me because now that's not your
That's
friend.
right.
Like that's it.
right.
You know?
That's another part when it comes to parents. When I have a room of parents that's involved in the event or whatever, I talk about things to ask your kids when they come home.
Mm-hmm.
Because your kids are, the number one thing was, how was your day? Well, they ain't finna tell us nothing from how was your day. They're gonna say good, cool, whatever. I go into detail talking about, well, who did you eat lunch with? Because whoever you eat with, that's who you're comfortable with. You're not gonna eat with somebody that's gonna steal your food off your plate. Like, this
Right.
not,
Or knock your food on
knock
the floor.
your food over, push you. You're gonna
annoy
sit
you
with
during
someone
lunch,
that's
yeah.
gonna, you get that break from, you chill with. Another question I have parents to ask their kids is, what made you happy today? Like, or was there a point in your day where you felt sad? Let's talk about that. So it's those new questions that we have to now ask other than, what we used to, because our kids they ain't gonna tell us. Not for real. I mean, they'll tell us what they think we want to hear and then be done with it, and then there's so much more deeper that's going on with them. Like my little boy, he's 10 and he got a little girlfriend. So when he broke up with one in the last school term, and his whole little attitude, I was like, yeah, something wrong with you. You go ahead and tell me, because I'm not going to quit till you talk to me. And he was like, no,
He was
Mama,
having a
you know.
relationship
I was like, no, your whole attitude. Because see, I have a daughter and a son. My daughter's 15, my son is 10. So my daughter is like the side of me that's quiet, reserved, laid back, like when I'm not in front of the cameras or people, like I'm chilling. My son is me on 10 lit all the time. So he always high, upbeat, talking about just everything. And then
So
now
you can
he's not talking to me. Oh, no. I will pull this car over right here on I-85, and you finna tell me what's going on, who I need to pull up on, son. Like, don't play.
Right.
Don't play with my boy, no.
With everything.
So he finally was like, well, mommy and my girlfriend broke up. I said, what you break up? I told you I like the little girl, no way. So, you know. So, you know, it's just stuff like that. You know, you have to know your kids and just try to be transparent with them, for one. And I always teach parents that, like, I'm a CDL instructor, so that means I am on the bus with your kids when they leave your house, and I'm on the bus when I bring them back home to you. Now, I may not be driving, but I'm on there, okay? So that means I see your kids a lot more than sometimes the parents, because they're already gone. So you trust us to come and pull up and pick your kids up, and you trust that we're going to protect your child to be safe on our bus and not get killed on the way to school. The same way we trust our teachers to do the same thing inside the building. So when I can't trust you to be an adult or a teacher to make sure if my child come to you and say somebody's hurting me that you're going to stop it, that's when there's a problem.
Absolutely.
So those are things that I talk about with the school, with parents, because you have to keep a paper trail. You were talking about with your sister, and paper trail is everything. Even if you got the CC, the state legislator, the state representative, the state superintendent, like, make everybody accountable for your child, because you'll get put in jail if your child don't go to school. If you miss so many days, the truancy officers coming to your house and locking you up. But you won't help us when we got our kids in the school and they're bothering them and making them feel inferior and don't want to go. So you're going to have to find a medium, because something has to be done. If my child don't want to go to school, and then you're going to lock me up for not sending them when they're not safe. There's a problem. And that goes to elected officials. You got to make them accountable, which is something I'm headed into. I'm going to run for something soon.
I am too. I'm running for president 2020. Let's
Big LAC president 2020.
I already made a campaign thing. I have. I'm putting it on Facebook on December 1st. I am. I'm officially putting it out there. If you vote for me, you vote for me. Let's play some music, man. This is DC Monroe, my little homeboy right out of Alabama. Montgomery, stand up. Next time, let's go. Men or guys as a
they see you out here and talk to hey honey, can we go to dinner? Oh no.
What you mean that it's over? What you mean that we
just know if you hungry.
Baby girl, I swear you were cool. Now take a look in my eyes and say you no longer love me. This could be something beautiful, but
She said she don't want to hear
that. I live on I just need another chance. Cause you with it or what? Cause I'm ass.
I'm a radio show.
You know what I really had.
Production or whatever. We only film like once every 2 3 months. I ain't got time to show them somewhere.
But you know what they say.
So we do pre-production and we just put it out. And then I have a monthly show, semi-monthly showcase. So every 2 months I have a showcase. Because my kids is in sports and I can't be able to show every month. It's a lot of work. Getting all the artists here and photographers and all that stuff.
I'm gonna do some business.
So my showcase
He's already trying to figure out what else he needs you for.
Stop it.
So on the 30th, we having our showcase.
What she said she ain't got time to do it, I was like, you
Right.
gonna be a part of this podcast? What she said she ain't got time to do it, I'm like,
If it's pre-recorded, then yeah, I'm down. That means we'll meet one day, we record in 10 shows and 8 hours. I'm with that. But coming every week, because my weeks change, especially with me traveling, speaking, and my kids in sports. I don't want to make them promise and I know I can do it. But like drop in when I'm here, I can do that. But not send things unless it's one day, and we record 2 days a month, like we do.
I would be there for you right to the end. All them haters hating, we just put into their hands. They gotta take it further and be satisfied as friends. So regardless, they should never put us up to that again.
So what part of Alabama you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Are you from Atlanta? Okay, so Alabama people.
Yeah, my big little boy, big boy, he's in Tuscaloosa, $12 Tuscaloosa. I have a production company called Heavy Vision, and they the other 2 parts of it. And they're in Tuscaloosa.
I think Henry Papa Pull-Up, we had you in this movie. We was doing the Alabama thing. Yeah.
Because he knows
But that was my showcase. He was
I never got any more information.
I know. See?
No, you didn't either? I thought it was Jimmy. Cause he hit me, he was like, hey man, how much to do the magazine? I was like, for you, I'll do this price. But I never got nothing. Usually when you tell a dude or somebody a price, they want you to say, oh, for free. But I got costs, I got to pay the animal. So reach out to the questions. So I really don't, you should tell me, I really don't charge like that in the magazine. And most of the time, people read the magazine for free. But I still got to pay somebody to reach out.
No, he, like, in the beginning, I was doing it for free, but those people reaching out and reaching out and reaching out for him to be doing it for free, it turned out to be so much work to get the people to do just to be in the magazine. You know what I'm saying? And then when I hit him up, he's annoyed because he's like, just do it, just get it done.
Just get it done.
And every time I get like a bump, now I gotta bother you because I'm bothered. So, and it bothers him. But, you know, for him to be doing it for free, it's so hard to get them just to do the little bit that's required.
Trust me, I know. Like he just said about the MP3, how many, like my email, my Rock the Mic email is just crowded with waves. I was like, who the heck? You really are gonna do something? I'm gonna go click on the link and then search for it. I'm not gonna do it. If you want me to hear your stuff, you're gonna send it directly to me, just like yo, it's a producer, send it to you. Don't give me this garbage because I'm not gonna accept it. I don't have the time. And then they be like, oh, you never call me back. You never send me what I said. I'm not about to. Do you know how many people right now I need to call?
Right.
Yeah, no. I work with those who's ready to work. I don't have time for games. I don't have time for games.
What do you your showcase at?
Well, I was in Douglasville. I've done it at 6340 in Riverdale. Right now I do it in Jackson at this art studio. Because I don't charge. Because I have a few people that sponsor, so I pay the people that needs to be paid. But I'm just trying to get these people, and then I try to call other people in, like labels or whoever, or distribution companies or people like that to and get these people if that's what they want to do.
I will show you that for a reason.
I know, I want to go.
Did you know? Now about coming, I have an event center.
You do?
In Congress. That's my concert.
Oh.
I didn't know you had a center.
Right, I didn't know you had a
somebody that needs to book a place.
I got an event center. It's 3,200 square feet. There's 2 different sides.
Wait, I think you just posted about that the other day. Yes, you did. I saw that. Yeah, you do. I saw that. I did. You just, yeah, I saw that the other
I think
night.
that would be the whole thing for the showcase. It's
They're not charging me to use their location. Okay, I'm just saying, you still, your place is nice.
Can I give you a rundown? There's 2 1,600 square feet places right next to each other. And it's a door like this big that connect. So you can actually have 2 events going on at one time. Like on Sundays, we have a church going on one side and we have stuff going on the other side. So if you ever need a place, you want to partner up, team up. You see what I'm saying? The only thing is, we would have to at least charge at the door. But they have so much alcohol, they can get free drinks for everybody that show up.
So with that, my 2-year anniversary coming up, February, the last Saturday in February, and I'm letting you know right now, we want to do this.
Okay,
We want to do this.
She wants to know, can she reach you on Facebook?
Sure.
Okay, so just which Facebook page so I'll send you.
LA Carl.
I love hosting. I love red carpet. Like, yeah, call me up. Let's get it.
I got another event, it's like a meet and greet, and I'm making attractive young ladies in the stores. If you want to be a part of that,
With that date, I can go my
I'm
dates.
about to show you the flyers first before you say, oh yeah. Because you might be like,
They naked.
no, ain't no lady. Someone have on lingerie.
I ain't gonna be that one. I'll wear a dress.
It's called Fantasy Thursdays. That's with Jimmy. That's the but as you can see, the majority of them just dress nice. Oh, that's the concert. But yeah, if you want to be a part of that.
Wait, will be a host?
Now, all y'all are going to be like hosts. And the concept of it is Like, cause all those young ladies, they have dudes been inbox all the time. Hey girl, let me do this, let me do that. So parlay that into, hey man, come, I'm gonna be here. Come. So what I'm trying to do, the young lady who sponsors me is Rennie Chris. What we're trying to do is, for every person that show up, we give the young ladies that are on the flyer $1 for each person that show up. So if 150 people show up, that night we get 25 people show up, that night you get 25. But see how it helps you. You know what I mean? And that way everybody get paid. Because I'm not looking to get paid. I'm just looking to get the event center out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And that's what happened with those places when we go there, they do it for no price. And like she was like, oh yeah, because like the barbershop. I said barbershop is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a big like 4,000 square feet. It was beautiful. And they was getting people like, yo, we saw the concert here. Like, what's up? Y'all cutting or what? I mean, they was getting a lot of people, a lot of traffic, just because everybody posted. And then sometimes she'll be back there cutting or whatever. And
Let's get together on that too.
yeah, I need that. I want a big place for the 2 year because I'm only gonna do 10 acts, and I need those 10 acts to sell tickets so that at least they get something out of whatever they sell.
You tell them and make so bad. You said you gonna charge the acts.
I don't.
The price can be a radio interview and a magazine review. In that price.
That's what's up.
I mean,
That's what I needed, but people that came to me with that same thing, they never followed through. Oh, I see. they would never follow through. I was like, so y'all gonna do this magazine spread? They was like, oh yeah, we're not this month. This is what we told the people. I can't be going back on my damn word. Like,
what's the guy name?
Henry pop up, pull up.
Yeah, I told him come on.
You said it in the chat. I was like, Henry, what's up?
And he never hit me back.
He never hit me.
I said, tell everybody to send me information to the Combined Magazine. Let you know.
If you real, put your middle fingers up. And if you drill, keep your middle fingers up. You hold it down, put your middle fingers up. You keep it solid, keep your middle fingers up. Ride with me, say I'm praying to God, they never take me alive. Still got some pain in my heart, still got some demons inside. I'm trying to get by the past, I'm still chasing my dreams. I got my foot on the gas, I ain't got been down for too long. I'm trying to push it back up. I'm on my way in best believe I'm about to fuck this shit up. Because I'm knowing where I'm at and where I could be. And the voices in back in my head keep telling me like where I should be. Now how can I learn to live with these regrets? Waking up at night, out my sleeping cold sweats. I'm a motherfucking threat. Yeah, I'm at these niggas' neck, and I solemnly swear I hold it down for my push up.
Yeah, I just went over it. I'm gonna come back on. Yeah.
If you ain't fucking with us, we not the same, nigga. I'm still talking that money, it ain't a thing, nigga. Switching lanes, acting just like Sean and Jermaine, nigga. Hey, now ride with me, ride with me, ride with me. Hey. Now ride with me, ride with me, ride with me. Now if you real, put your middle fingers up. And if you drill, keep your middle fingers up. You hold it down, put your middle fingers up. You keep it solid, keep your middle fingers up.
So other rec teams around here see my book because I do his highlights of football. So they been seeing them like, yo, he become my team this year.
Diamonds looking like
How you trying to recruit that 10-year-old? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
My nephew plays for the Indians over here, and he got high school recruitment.
I got 10. Yes, that's what I went to school with some of the coaches over in Alabama. That's like, yo, so we're gonna pull your boy over here. He gonna grow up over there. I was like, you first of all, I'm not moving, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. No, we got you. I hated that you got me.
When my nephew plays, they have a drone that follows him. It's like, leave that baby alone.
His voice that came from mine twice. Like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, y'all are serious.
They are. I mean, football is life for some of them.
It's like for my baby too, but right, he's 10. I think he hell, but he's 10.
That's how it is. They start like, if he's still good when it comes to middle school, they're gonna start Nike and stuff.
KUMA Radio. Our voice.
Cause they try to lock
Your
them in before they
future.
even get to high school.
Yeah, we back, man.
Hey.
The Big LAC Show right here on AUMA Radio, a Evan Vision production. Like I said, we on live right now. Usually don't do live for too long, cause y'all some lames on live. But Facebook, catch the show, the full show, graphics and everything is glory on YouTube tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mr. Exclusive, I ain't forgot about you, man. I got your show. I'm gonna upload it tonight or tomorrow. I apologize, man. Been real busy. You know how it is, bro. We got Miss Eddwina Harris, motivational speaker, CDL driver. I don't know what the hell she on, but she been goddamn in here happy the whole goddamn hour and a
I'm
half.
always happy. I'm always happy. I'm so serious.
And we got my big little sister, Jay Warner.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Okay.
I wanted to go get her from the pick her up from the train station. You should have saw that walk, y'all. She was out there trying to catch.
First of all, I ain't got to catch. I am the catch.
That dang salt shaker was shaking everywhere.
Hey.
Everybody was getting everybody's sodium went up. Their sodium went up out there. That salt shaker. Yeah, that thing. She was. I thought I was watching the music video. I swear to God, Miss Harris.
Yes.
We got a lot to talk about when the show with, so you can't run away.
I'm not going
We got pictures. Yeah. I always ask people, hey, I need a video of y'all saying something about the Big LAC Show before you leave. And we sit there and we talk, and I let them go, and then I get home, and I'm like, damn it!
So we got to do that because I need my voice everywhere I can have it.
And just I need a video with you too.
All right,
I'm gonna take it with my phone just real quick.
Okay.
But back to what you do. What you do is very important.
Yes.
Because, like I said before, I didn't realize the severity of bullying today because, like I said, I was bullied when I was a kid. But but we all different.
Right.
It made me way stronger.
Right.
But I also did a lot of stuff that other people might not do. Like I moved away from Atlanta. I joined the military. I did a lot of stuff to build me up as a person. And a lot of people, they go through that
Right.
and they don't.
Go anywhere. They
And
live
that's
their whole
the
lives.
You know, and so I was talking to my wife or her sister or something, and we all us old school. Well, my wife not as old as me. I think I'm 10 years older than my wife, and her twin. But they still went through the similar things I did. They saw bullying. They had people that they knew were bullied, but those people got a little bit stronger behind it. So we was all like, shut the hell up about being bullied. Then I got a 5-year-old. And kids don't realize when they're being bullied right away.
Right.
And my daughter, she's in kindergarten now. Hey, Noonie.
See how that voice
She ain't watching. She don't care. She need to be cleaning that damn room. But she came home from school with a shirt I had spent $20 on with a handprint, mustard handprint on the back of her shirt. She didn't know.
Right.
And so I said, you got a handprint on the back of your shirt, because I talked to her like I talked to an adult. Ain't no coddling. I said, why you got the handprint on the back of your shirt? She said, what handprint? I said, take your shirt off. She took her shirt off. She said, I forget the little girl name. I'm gonna make up a name. I think Kelsey did that.
Yeah.
I said, why did Kelsey put mustard on the back of your shirt?
Right.
And she goes, I don't know. I said, oh, okay. So I pulled out a little folder and I wrote in a note. LaNaya came home with this on her shirt. Make sure that doesn't happen again. And I wrote, this is exactly what I wrote. Or it's gonna be a problem.
And you should took a picture and emailed it to yourself.
No, I didn't need to email nothing.
Up to you.
For me to keep it.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's right here.
I know.
Because the way they folder set up, like they're not supposed to take the sheets out.
Gotcha.
Like they're supposed to keep it in there.
Okay.
And so that's the way it's supposed to be set up. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So we sent it back. The next day it came back, and the teacher wrote, LaNaya. We asked LaNaya, why did Kelsey do that? She said she thought Kelsey was playing. We don't see a problem. If we do see a problem, we'll let you know.
No, I'm gonna see the problem.
So that same day, LaNaya has very long hair. Her mom put beads in it. That same day she came back with beads missing.
Right. Somebody snatched them.
Somebody took the beads out.
Yeah.
So we asked LaNaya, said, why are you missing beads? Her mama don't play that shit. It takes
Right.
forever.
Don't
Takes
touch her
forever
hair.
to do
So
it.
put the beads on there.
So I said, who took your beads out? Kelsey.
Oh, no.
So I wrote in there, look,
I'm not gonna
separate
say this
them.
again.
Right.
Yeah.
and the reason why they sit together, can't put their names in alphabetical order.
Right.
So I wrote in there, separate them. That's all I wrote. This is Lawrence Carter, separate Kelsey and LaNaya. So I ended up getting a call, because Henry County called all the time.
Yes,
So I ended up getting a call. So the lady said, come up, talk. So I went to the school, and the principal was right there waiting. And she said, what's going on? I told her. And she was like, okay. So the teacher name, I ain't gonna say the name, Rambling. And so she was like, I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going on. I said, well, I just sent you a letter a couple of days ago.
Right. So
you knew. So the principal was like, wait a minute, he sent you a letter? I said, yeah, it's in my daughter's folder. So my daughter standing there, the little girl standing there, the uncle or whoever was standing there. So they sent the teacher to go get my daughter's folder. It comes back without the letter sheet.
Oh,
See?
wow.
See?
And so that's why I said, I see what you're saying. So the principal goes, where's the letter sheet? So she goes, oh, maybe the teacher's aide got it. So she left, and the principal went, why would the teacher aide have it?
Exactly.
Even the guy was like, that don't make no sense. So she came back with the letter sheet, and it had on there, you know what I mean, the date and everything. So the principal goes, separate them.
Simple.
And so the guy was like, the guy was like, yeah, separate them. And she said, he asked his niece or whoever she was, why you putting mustard in the back of her shirt? And she said, I was just playing. And my daughter even went, yeah, she was playing.
Yeah, they don't understand it.
Yeah, she didn't get it. I don't think the little girl was being malicious. I
No,
don't.
because they watch these
She's
shows.
Five. You know what I'm saying? She's
and
5.
they watch these shows, and the mean girl think the frenemy.
I don't even think it was that. I think maybe the little girl was eating something, and they were probably playing around, and she probably just touched her. Because it didn't look like she took it.
But she took her beads off the next day.
Right.
Now
So
we,
they-
But
There's
the little girl's hair was kind of messed up too. So I'm thinking maybe they playing in each other's hair. But
because they are sitting together.
exactly.
Okay.
So they could be playing. But I didn't want it to escalate.
Right.
So after a couple of days, they weren't sitting together. I asked Naya, I said, how's Kelsey? Oh, I don't talk to her anymore. I got a new friend. And that's how kids are.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So if the girl was bullying her, she would have kept bullying her, even though they weren't sitting
That's
together.
true. Yeah.
So it just, the parent in me, like you were saying, you gotta, like you were saying while we playing music, you gotta take over.
We got
I don't
Because kids
think I
don't- kids don't
handled
get
it
it.
as maturely.
Because you can't.
Right. I'm very emotional.
Right.
And exactly, I'm a whole mama bear.
Yeah,
So that's my daughter has long hair with the beads and everything, and
Who doesn't?
it's very. There are a lot of bald-headed daughters out there. Let's just put that out. So
Father God.
like I was saying, right? Okay. So
Liquor
this little
lollipops.
girl called Liquor Lollipops.
That's who
So
did it.
this girl cut some of my daughter's hair, took some scissors and cut it. I lost all of the minds that I had
You're supposed to.
because what if cutting her hair wasn't what she wanted to do? What if she wanted to poke her with the scissors? So she's like, oh, there's safety scissors, sweetie. I will bully you. I will come into the class and be on you as a teacher because if I have to send her to you, she got to be safe.
You can still,
That's right.
You can still cut people with safety scissors. I've been cut with safety
Right.
Well, no, I told her it's neither here nor there. Nobody should be touched when they don't want to be touched.
Exactly.
Nobody should be bothered. There should be nothing happening that you don't have your eye on because if something happens to mine, I'm gonna act retarded at the school. I have a record for that.
Can you say
I have a whole reputation at my son's school. He went to Fulton Leadership Academy. They will tell you if I come in, I gotta stand at the security desk with a security officer because they said some teacher was doing corporal punishment on the boys because it's an all boys school. And some little boy cried. My son came and told me some little boy, the teacher made them do something. Keep in mind, you ain't even a PE teacher. It was a little Muslim lady they have teaching these big boys, and she's trying to, use intimidation tactics. And I went in there, and I got all in her face. I don't care nothing about the sheep, ma'am. We will, I don't have a problem with being ridiculous over my one son and my one daughter.
Right.
You have to understand, you have to understand the way you think this is okay. I'm not every parent.
No.
I don't think you can't hurt their feelings without me checking in.
Right.
So then it was an issue when I come in and you can't bully our teachers. Well, tell your teachers get it together because if it's a bully, then I'm gonna be the bully.
And that's what we run into. They won't allow. I like LA. I like how your people handled that situation because for my niece, that's all it took. If they had gotten all the people involved in what was going on with my niece, a lot of this could have been squashed.
The principal,
because the parents are now because that uncle didn't know that child had done that to your daughter.
But he's not. I don't think he's in a home like that. I think he was sitting up there as a what's that word? As a proxy
Okay.
for the parents.
Gotcha.
I don't even think the parents knew what was going on.
Right, and
I
that's
don't
just
think
it.
the teachers alerted the
They
parents.
didn't.
Right,
But she's
because
trying to hide it when it
the
came.
slip and all.
So, like, why would you do that? And that's exactly what happened with Mackenzie. They said that they did an internal investigation. No, this is, you can Google all this. It's all live because it'll be 1 year in a few weeks. It happened December 3rd, a day after my daughter's birthday. So she'll never be the same as far as her birthday, because after her birthday is the death of her cousin. So they said that they did an internal investigation. Now, who these people that did this internal investigation, I don't know. Because obviously they are not good at their job. Because they said they didn't find any paperwork, but yet my mom has paperwork that you all don't have in your paperwork. So how is that so? So you're lying. Just like she was trying to get rid of that paper saying such and such had it, when it was actuality that wasn't true. But she had to produce it because now we looking for it and your baby's just got to school, so ain't no reason it should be missing.
Right.
Because it was in a bag when you left home, and you know, come
Right.
on.
You know, they get so accustomed to these parents that have latchkey children.
Right.
The parents are at work and too busy to do all this. I got time.
I got all the time.
I don't think
I
it's
completely quit
that.
my job for mine.
I don't think it's the parents that can't come up there.
No,
I think-
I'm saying the school is accustomed
That's
to
what,
the
that's what,
parents
I don't
not
think it's
having
that.
time.
What I think it is, I think that the teachers they feel like they are the authority
Right.
because most parents
Don't do it.
don't.
Mhm.
It's not the parents can't or the parents work, because you got time for your kids
Yeah.
anytime.
Right.
It's been, you can ask people at Sunbelt Rentals, there have been plenty of times I don't tell my boss, hey, my daughter says I gotta go.
I gotta go.
You know what I mean?
And I will leave.
What you gonna do, stop me?
No.
Right.
You can't, if I'm still on the clock, then you can say something. But once I clock out,
Yeah, because
only thing you can do is bring me
out.
later and say, hey, you left 5
Right.
times this week, and
Right.
you didn't have to pay me.
Right.
But they jobs try to scare you, but that's a whole different
Right.
That's a whole different thing.
But I
want
wanted
to leave a job.
I wanted to ask you this.
Over my children.
What does the stats say as far as who get bullied the most, boys or girls?
It's mostly girls, but lately it's been from boys.
Girls getting bullied from boys?
Girls being bullied by boys.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that because we're pushing this gender equality thing.
Right.
So you can't
Right.
do that with a developing mind because a kid doesn't understand the thin line.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So if you tell a kid girls and boys are equal, they
gonna
take
think
Yeah,
girls and
they
boys
take
are
it,
equal.
right.
they take
Yeah.
it to 100.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas adults, you say girls and boys are equal. Adult man, I'm gonna sit there and go, yeah, but I'm
like,
going to jail. If
Right.
Right.
You hear me? Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And now that's what we have into, like, that's one of the things that me and a couple of the companies that I partner with bullying is there are laws for our kids inside the school building. Because the things that kids, when it comes to bullying, that's in real life, you can get arrested for that.
Right.
You can get a restraining order. That's
Yeah.
called assault. That's called harassment. I mean, you can go to jail behind that outside of those 4 walls. Like, even if a kid assault an adult outside of school, that child is going somewhere. But
Right.
inside the school, you want to protect them when the same laws apply.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
The military didn't play that. You got double jeopardy.
yeah.
Like the
So,
military is one. That's why I advocate. And if any young men out there listening, radio broadcast, you're gonna see it on live, you see it on YouTube. I advocate if you are 17 and you don't have nothing else to do with your life,
Go to military.
join the military, man.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna give you it's 4 things that you can get any branch of the military. You're gonna get paid,
Mhm.
you're gonna get fed,
Mhm.
you're gonna get clothing,
Mhm.
and you're gonna get future benefits.
Yes, you will.
Like you're set. I
Yes,
joined the
you will.
Army when I was 22. I wanted to join when I was 17, but I ended up dropping out of high school, getting my GED. But I ended up going back to get my GED, went to Job Corps, joined the military right after because I did not want to be in fucking Mississippi.
Yes.
Mississippi, the whole state sucks. But that should be their motto. The whole state sucks.
That's a horrible motto.
It's the truth, man. And
Mississippi, the
anybody
whole
that's from
state
Mississippi
sucks.
gonna say,
That's
"Oh, my
horrible.
state." Tell me anything that Mississippi has done good.
Right.
The only thing good about Mississippi is I-20 and I-10 go straight through that mother.
Straight to Atlanta.
Straight to Atlanta or straight to Houston. Well, you can lump Mississippi and Alabama. They one
Yeah,
big
kind
state.
of one and the
They
same.
one big
Yeah.
ass same state.
Yeah,
Anyway,
really.
holla at me, Buck Dollar. But anyway, I really think that, well, not even young men, young women too,
Yes, absolutely.
should join some type of place that's gonna give you something. Like I advocate, once I start my campaign, one of my campaign things is gonna
Yes.
be all men. I'm not gonna say women. All well, you know what? Since y'all want to be
yes,
equal,
Yes, they do.
all people
People.
should at least join the United States military
Some branch.
for 2 years
Yep.
after high school.
Yep.
If you want to go to college after that,
Yeah.
because for the rest of your life you're gonna have benefits.
Yes,
For those 2 years, you
absolutely.
get to live in the barracks.
Absolutely.
You can eat for free. You
Yeah.
get free clothes. You ain't got to buy no clothes. They're gonna give you a uniform. Wear that shit everywhere you go.
I'm just
Everywhere,
talking
you
about,
gonna
like,
You what?
I have like I'm not against the military. You know that.
Yeah.
I have a problem with this equality thing.
Oh well, we're gonna talk about that later.
I have a problem with
When
that.
we get to your segment, we're gonna talk about that. So
Yeah.
I got a few more questions with Miss Harris.
Right.
So you've been doing this motivational speaker through the Chipman circuit for how long?
I've been speaking since January. She committed suicide in December of 18, and I've been speaking since January of 19.
Okay, so while you've been on this whirlwind tour, have you met anybody that's hit you back and said, you changed me, or
Yes.
you helped me?
Oh, God, yes. Oh,
Bully or the bullied?
both. Both. And it is a reason that I keep doing it. I keep going because I'm like, oh my God, like because I have to relive her story from my point of view. Because when it happened, I was here in Atlanta and I had to drive to Demopolis, Alabama.
Demopolis.
Yeah, where she was they took her to the hospital or whatever. So I tell it from my point of view, but I also tell it. That's why I listen to a lot of the stories that parents told me that their kids said that happened to her actually for real in class. So that when I talk to kids in real life, I give them the real emotions and I pick out kids. Like, you're going to be the victim and you're going to be the bully and you're going to be the forced one. You're going to be the watchman. I make them do things to the victim to show them real life. This is what my niece went through on a daily basis so that they can see that it's real. It's not a game. It's not a reality TV show. This happened in real life, and this is our family reality, the loss of a 9-year-old child. It's not a game.
It had to weigh on her so heavy for a 9-year-old to feel like this is it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
And then-
I'm not gonna go
I
past
can't-
this. I can't get past this.
Yeah.
Those are heavy emotions.
That's
for
what
a
I'm
9-year-old.
saying. And my daughter's 9,
Right.
and I really just commend you and Grandma, and Auntie, Mommy, everybody, because I would have been on the news next.
I have a hard question though.
Oh
I have
my
a real
God.
hard question because this is something else that I had in my life, and I try to do it with my 5-year-old. I live in we cohabitate with my sisters. My sister's family. My wife's sister, her twin, and her husband and their kids. We all stay in one big house to try to save money.
Right.
So I got to deal with 3 kids.
Right.
I got my little nephew, Lamarcus. Get out my room, Lamarcus. Playing with my shoes. So he's like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I have my big nephew, Ladarius. Shut up, Ladarius. I know you somewhere talking and running your mouth. And he's 9. Then I have my daughter 5. So when I get my daughter and Ladarius, the older one, they go to the same elementary school, Tussa Hall Elementary. And when I get home from work, I ask them how was school. What when my daughter, she goes, fine, and then she goes into what they ate. That's her whole thing.
Yeah.
What she had for lunch. And then I go, what you learn? Anybody mess with you? No, anybody mess with me. What's your friends' names? And your 5-year-old, they change every day.
Right, every
So
day,
then
the
I
best
asked
friend
Ladarius
is
how was
somebody.
school. And he go into this, he's a boy. So he goes into the more aggressive. Oh, this dude did this and that.
Yeah.
And he's real athletic. He plays basketball. He's real good at basketball. Then he goes into, and he told me about Kyrie Irving is better than, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
But the whole reason why I said that is because that's what happened with me when I was a kid. When I came home, my mom get home, she went through the questions. How was school? Anybody mess with you? And I said, yeah, because I was bullied real bad when I was a kid. I was small. I was small. And so I said, yeah, so-and-so did such and such. And she goes, so what you gonna do about it? That's what she asked me all the time. So I grew up with these kind of logical questions in my head whenever I came to a obstacle.
Right.
What am I gonna do about it? And so I go back to school the next day, and if they get back to mess with me, I hit them.
Right.
I'm gonna get
So
beat up.
what you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna get beat up, but I can't come back home that
And
next
say,
day.
I didn't do
And my mom
anything.
says, they messaged you again? Yeah. What you do about it? Nothing. Because I'm going to get beat up at home.
Right.
So I'm taking this back to your niece. Was there anybody at home that talked to her?
Yeah, we all knew.
I'm not talking about did anybody talk to her and try to help her get past this, or
Yes.
so there was no parent? Because you know a lot of parents is just like, oh, you'll get over it, shut up.
No, so like I said before, my mom was a case manager for human resources and for mental health. So therefore, she has a background in all the sociology, psychology, and dealing with, you know, homes with issues. So now her home has this issue called bullying. So she was doing what she knew to do, her training, which is to ask the question, who is it? We knew exactly who. We know who all 5 of them are. We knew them by name.
So nobody
But she
chose to try to pull her out of school or pull out
Well,
of
see,
class.
that's just it. That was an option that we were going to. We were trying to start from A and go down. A, B, C, and D. We had a plan. So A was
and all this.
well, they neglected the
schools.
paperwork because they knew my mom. So my mom and my sister would go to the school, sit down, have conferences, talk with them, tell them what was going on. They say, here's the plan. We're going to do this for Mackenzie, this, that, and the third. A couple of days or so go by, nothing is really being done. So B, my mom's like, okay, I'm coming to the school a little more, like, because now I'm calling. Now they're seeing her face like, I'm telling you, something is going on. I need y'all to stop it. You're telling me you're doing something, but you're really not. And so we did make it to C because she committed suicide before we got to C.
Did she have any triggers that showed that suicide was coming?
No, not really, because 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks from that time, which was this past Tuesday, a little girl in Birmingham named Madison, she was also 9. She committed suicide. She hung herself in her bedroom closet.
I heard about that.
And we actually all talked to Mackenzie and my son, because my son at the time was 9 as well. And we talked with them about it. We went over, you know, just all the stories of why you shouldn't do it, why we need you here, why you're, you know, special to us. And I even did that over the phone with her. My mom and my sister and, you know, other family members, you know, did it with her. Like, they sat down at the table and, like, just did a spread, you know. And for her to do what she said she wouldn't do, that day at school was bad. Because like I said before, my daughter's birthday is the 2nd of December. So we was on the phone last year, it was on a Sunday. And everybody was on the phone on a conference call because my daughter runs track and we was going to have her track meet in Birmingham that Saturday. So we all that was on that call was going to meet in Birmingham. So we had plans for the weekend for her to kill herself on Monday. School was really hard that day because we all left off the phone 10 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock their time.
So she never exhibited any.
Not as far as hanging herself. We knew she was being bullied. We knew the kid's name. We knew.
So she never. What I'm asking is because I like to tell the truth. I've tried to commit suicide twice in my adult life, but that was when life was like I thought, oh my God, I ain't gonna be. Now looking back on it, it was like, damn, bro, you could have got over that, which obviously I did.
Right.
But she never, and I know when I did it, the both times I tried, I found myself subconsciously, I guess, reaching out to people. I found myself saying things, and now that I look back on it, I found myself saying things that I normally wouldn't say.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because the LA you looking at now is totally different from the LA that did what he did, or tried to do what he did. But I found myself saying certain stuff like, and it's real cliche, but I found myself saying stuff like, man, I don't even want to be here no more. You know what I mean? Oh, man, I'm really tired of living. And now thinking back on it, I was saying stuff like that all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I didn't realize, well, it took years for me to realize, damn, I was giving people clues.
Clues then, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
So with that being said, she did tell some of her friends at school, I'm gonna just hang myself. She did say that.
Damn it.
And those kids did not tell parents until we went through phones. I went through some of the kids' phones who parents came to my mom's house. I was like, well, let me see the phone. Let me see what happened. Because I know people lie, so that's why I screenshot it. And those are the things that I gave to the detectives that they dropped her case. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. We're not even going to go into that because that whole thing, we would turn this whole studio out about how.
But that, you know how hurtful that's got to be for a 9-year-old to feel like their life is just
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
and you feel like nothing's gonna get, because I think when I did what I did, I was 24, so that was 19 years ago when I tried it the first time, and I had lived almost three times long.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Damn it, man, that's hurtful.
Did y'all ever find out what happened that day?
Yeah, she wrote it in her diary. We know
What happened that day in school?
So, because we're gonna play some commercials and some more music, then we're gonna get back to this. Big LAC Show.
SquatYard Atlanta. Customizing your car to a science. Call 478-955-6869 today. Combine Magazine.
And when we get to this part, I'm only going to say what was in the papers.
Find us on Facebook or Instagram at Combine Magazine. Razorline Barbershop.
Which is a lot of reason why my family
serious
can't
about
talk
our
to people
cuts.
because they just want to tell everything. Yeah, tell everything.
0078. Ask for Big T.
Can't
AUMA
What we
Radio.
wanna say.
Our
Even the
voice.
kids' names, I can't say because they're mine. And that pisses me off too.
Don't you hate when people call you and then
Don't message.
I walk in the bars just to fuck it up. I stand on the bars just to fuck it up. I walk in the bars just to fuck it up. Pull off the traffic and fuck it up.
It's underground. I don't play nothing underground.
Fuck it up.
No, this is all everything fast.
I walk in the bars just to fuck it up. I stand on the
like he was on a
fuck it
track
up.
with
I walk in the bars just to fuck it up. Pull off the traffic and fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Damn.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Fat line.
Get to the money like that, get to the money like ground. Nigga finessing them yams, scratching me rocking no ground. Nigga, I play for the band. Hold up, wait, nigga, I ate off the land. Run with them choppers in hand. Nigga didn't play with no man. Jumping out black men in vans. Hold up, wait, kicking like spotted like ball. Diamond weight like waterfalls. If it's in my draw, 1500 on my ball. Hold up, wait, pull up and hop out that ball. Dead friend like I slip in the mall. Business call like you don't need power. Deep $250 bitch on top. Deep $250 bitch on top. Damn, I walk in the mall just to fuck it up. I stand on the block just to fuck it up. I walk in the club just to fuck it up. Pull off the traffic and fuck it up. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Damn, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Fat lane. I walk in the mall just to fuck it up. I stand on the block just to fuck it up. I walk in the club just to fuck it up. Pull off the traffic and fuck it up. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Damn, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Fat lane. I got the key to the bay, I got the key to the safe. Pull up and sell an array, money on my sugar rate. Double G's all in my face. Hold on, wait, baby girl ate off the grill. She wanted straight off the tilt. Back on her throat what I feel. Eat the nutrition I milk. Hold on, wait, hit from the back then I dip. Back to the block, I'm back stacking my chips. Running so low that I walk with a limp. Back in the street like my name was Shaquille. MVP, you just a brick of the year. I tell my son, y'all run this here.
So in my showcases, I have a what's called willing to break with what I do with my showcases live. And I have people, and that's why I came out of the club because a lot of my teams that I found on the buses, they don't have an outlet because it's always in the club or somewhere, and that's the reason I have it free because these parents like, okay, Miss Harris, they come. I mean, they'll drop their kid. I have a lot of kids in my showcase.
How about you separate that?
I want to because I need to.
Well, come up with some type of proposal. I can help you with anything.
Because they love to, I be like, oh, so you rap? Well, go follow me on Instagram. And they say, Miss Harris, Miss H, or whatever they call me. Oh my God, can I come to your showcase? I'm like, yeah.
Let's get together. I'm down. She'll tell you I'm down to collaborate with anybody. Yeah. Combine magazine, let's combine.
Yeah. So I give them that outlet, and I'm so thankful that parents trust me. Like, I mean, they like, yo, you pick them up every day anyway, so why don't I trust them?
You drive the bus, you
get
the
it,
ultimate.
but you just can't trust everybody out here. Pretty much.
How many kids you can put on the school bus?
Yes,
I can. A football game.
I can fit them out. I can fit them.
You should take them all to the airport.
Right, and all you gotta do is go down to that tunnel, the bus gone. And that's what I love about the school because I get to touch so many young lives. Like I get school rap, but I'm working for Fulton County, so I'm at all the schools. I'm anywhere from Northern, my daughter's in South. Ain't no doubt about it, we're just a dream. So So I drop from all of because I'm a trainer, so I don't just have one school. I just go wherever. But my biggest achievement in Fulton County when it comes to students, like you was talking about everybody going to the military. So I had a bus full of high schoolers, 9th to 12th graders. I had 8 12th graders that year, last school term. And only 2 of them knew what they were doing. They graduated in 8, 9 months. The rest of them had no idea. I was like, well, you're going to do one of 2 things. This is what I'm going to tell you right now. If you don't know, I'm going to give you 2 options. You go get your CDL or you go to the military. It's simple as that. So I told them, pick 1 or 2, and I had some Fridays to give me a proposal of what they're going to do with their life. And from there, that's all they talked about until they were finished. What they were going to do. And now I know 3 of them actually went to the military. They met me at the bus stop the first day of school with their uniforms on. And they were boys, you know, I mostly had boys on my bus. And I was like, okay, God, I hear you. You know, church people, my husband, my ex-husband was a pastor. Not at all. They used to get mad at me when I told them, I was like, people can't resonate with you because you're too big. Like, you can't be all in heaven down here on earth trying to save somebody. Like, I gotta look like them. Not putting out clothes on, but I gotta look nice or wear stuff that will catch the attention. And they gonna feel my energy like, hey, let me know what you, because kids tell me so much stuff. I go in their house and be like, oh, Jesus. But you gotta be transparent with yourself. And then people not gonna they see you playing or acting like you better. They can't tell you anything because you're gonna judge them. I don't have nobody to judge. I be like, baby girl, let me tell you what I need. You talking about child, you can make it.
Hold you by me, I made it. Grass green is crazy. Bottom painted, they super huge. Whole team, nigga getting faded. We cashing out like big down.
I'm about to ask you something, what?
Big balls, reflection on, stunting on. Got you fucking around with no draws. We made it, nigga, we made it. Everything upgraded. We made it, nigga, we made it. Cat boy, we made it.
We made it. We made it. God damn it, we made it. Yeah. I got you. Go and get your money.
AUMA Radio.
You ain't got no money. You ain't got nothing inside of her. Shay wanna get her a truck. Baby girl gotta add it up. Tiffany's trying to hit Tiffany's. So pull your money out and pay for her. Shalana one out of that Honda. Well, all men don't be scared of her. Back it up. 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 You try and get you a check. Baby girl gotta back it up. This ain't no time to fake. Little bitty bitch, back it up. Okay, I'm back on the scene. How she that fat in them jeans? Oh man, I used to pop me a bean. You know I fucked up when I laid. Caught her experiment. My booty retarded, no helmet. I fuck up for hours, get smelly. And her and her clip, man, they stay lit. Hey, last time I done seen her in the new thing. Everybody in the hood said she working blue flame. Now she say twerking it, and I can't believe it, she working it. And she like to pop all the purchase shit. The money turned out to a Birkin bitch. She did it on purpose, and her dream is to don't have to work again. Or be walking around bodies on dope again. So she stay at the door when it's open there. She started around making about 250. Now she leaving with the roof missing. She tell them hoes, please leave me alone. I really do got some screws missing. She crazy, Mama got a pool in it. Refrigerator full of food in it. Lennox Ocean take a cruise in it. Made it all off the Magic City. Girl, I love it when you ratchet with it. Beating it down on the mattress with it. Flies nigga ain't no accident. No running back if you passing it. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got nothing to say to her. Shay wanna get her a truck. Baby girl gotta add it up. Tiffany's trying to hit Tiffany's. So pull your money out and pay for her. Shalana one out of that Honda. Well, all men don't be scared of her. Back it up. 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 You try and get you a check. Baby girl gotta back it up. This ain't no time to fake. Little bitch, back it up. The answer's so fat. Don't ask me no questions, no answers with that. Can't have that ass with no ransom attached. I
I'm in the club with the rest of myself. Yeah, jump out the stoop with the crew. Back it up, bitch, girl, you know what to do. Pop you a purse, you know the move. Don't overdose, producing the news. I'll be that pussy until it turn blue. Pull up a couple scoopers out the blue. Pull up a couple killers out the zoo. 2 liter double cup ice. I'm a bad villain up in the booth. Flies, young niggas, but you know the truth. Get you some money, you follow the rules. Don't be a broke, cause that ain't cool.
She was on white, cause I ain't never turned blue. And figure this out, like, this is beyond me.
It's above me now,
Now she Instagram famous, grabbing them
When's
bitches
it
training.
I heard the wrong part of that song.
Paying all the payments, underwater like the Navy. Yeah, she know she mother baby. Real niggas driving crazy. Step in the building to play it. If you ain't got no money,
that story about the
you ain't got nothing to say to her. She wanna get her a truck.
The mom dumped her body in our home in the hometown.
Tiffany's trying to hit
That's
Tiffany's.
crazy.
So pull your money up and pay for her. She'll on the one
That's
out of
crazy.
Honda. Well, let me know she sell her. Back it up. 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 Back it up.
I honestly don't think she did it. I think that neighbor did it, whoever that person was.
This ain't no time to put you still dumb.
Right, you dump the body. When you work for the Navy, there's alligators in Jacksonville. If you want to get rid of a body, you put the baby, put it in the swamp. And it's been gone, the child been gone for 6 months. By this time, it's no body, no harm.
Tiffany's trying to get Tiffany's.
That make no sense.
It's your own daughter.
That was dumb.
She had a part in killing this baby because you don't dump your child's body.
Yeah, man, we back, man. It's the Big LAC Show, man. We got
Just Jay.
in the building, and we are talking to Miss Eddwina.
Yes.
I've never been the type of person that can roll letters. I can't do R's. I can't do D's. Can't do
Double
R's.
D?
I can do all
Do
Can't do
R's.
double
double
D?
D's.
Nah.
No.
Can't do double D.
No.
No double D.
You trying to get me in trouble. Can you roll your R's?
Yeah.
Say Rodrigo, which
Rodrigo.
no, you got. See,
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
can't roll it. I can't roll it. No rolls over here.
All right, so we've been talking to Miss Eddwina, and she been hitting us up with some facts and stuff on bullying. She had a tragic incident in her family almost a year ago today. Her niece took her own life because people were doing some extreme bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found in your studies and your searching out stats and stuff like that, are there levels to bullying, or is just bullying just straight across the board the same?
It's levels because some of it gets physical, a lot of it can go to social media. Most of it is all verbal. All of it start verbal.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you go into a fight, you're gonna say something before you fight. Like it's verbal. So verbal starts it. You start off verbally. With Mackenzie's case, she was being verbally abused, and you know how we pass notes.
Mm-hmm.
There was note passing going on, and so.
Why were they picking on her so bad? Why were they bullying her?
Because she had a white friend. Something so simple.
Wait a minute, did the white friend get bullied also?
He did, but they were in separate classes, and he got bullied just because he was a small little guy for his age. But they had been friends. Like, you know, we from the country, so if mom and dad worked together, we was all
Together.
we was all family friends, no matter the color, the race, whatever the case may be. And in that family, I've been knowing that family all my life. And so my kids, even my niece Mackenzie, is no different for any of them. They all knew them. And she rode to school with him every day. And so, of course, not only we already knew each other, but now they even closer because they, together every day before and after school, and even sometimes they saw each other, at lunch during school. But they bullied her because she had a white friend, so they were saying, oh, you think you are that because you ride with that white boy, different crazy stuff like that.
But the crazy thing is, we all at the same.
Yeah. Now let's go back.
Financial.
Now let's think. Now we not in Georgia. This happened in Alabama, small town Alabama.
Right.
So when it comes to racism, it's still alive and well there.
No. I'm not talking about the racism.
social and economic.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
status,
Like,
yeah.
so how do I think I'm all that? Because I got this boyfriend. He
That's
broke
what
too.
we all try to say. Exactly.
He broke.
Exactly.
But the
We
thing
all
is,
broke.
But we adults thinking that.
Right.
Yeah.
Kids, you know.
Yeah.
And that meant everything to him. And so it was.
All right, well, give everybody, because this is bumming me out. Give everybody the information, how they can meet you, what they can do to help. Bentley!
All right, so the first way I want you to start is the McKenzie Foundation. It's the McKenzie Foundation on Facebook. It's only on Facebook. And you can see all the places I've been, what I've done. If you want to get me to come to your event, church, home, whatever the case may be. I actually do have a professional PowerPoint presentation that I give. I'm very interactive.
Did you make it yourself?
I did make it myself.
So you know PowerPoint.
I do know PowerPoint.
I might need you
And
for some classes.
so I'm here. Let's get
I
it.
got school stuff I got to do PowerPoint on.
Oh, that's easy. Cut and paste.
Nah,
And don't be putting too much on there. It's just
Yeah,
the
college.
points, the
See
bullet
all the
points.
sources. But
And
yeah.
so yeah,
What's
so
your-
the
what's your-
McKenzie
what's-
Foundation.
Is McKenzie Foundation Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter?
Just Facebook.
Just Facebook,
Yeah,
no
because
Instagram.
I'm running this by myself. So I'm building her a team. I need a street team because I want everything McKenzie. It's all about McKenzie. A lot of people say, put your face on it. No, it's not about me. It's about McKenzie, her story. Her story is the one that's changing people's lives,
Well,
not
I'm
mine.
gonna need you to make my 8.5 by 11 ad so I can put it in the magazine.
Okay.
I'll make that the permanent back cover of the magazine.
Okay. Because it's all about McKenzie. Of course, I'm doing this out of pocket, so I have the McKenzie Foundation GoFundMe page campaign that's been going on since her passing. So whatever you give, that helps on gas or something, whatever, because it has to be done. So I'm not the money part had to stop me. But if I have more, I can go more places.
So you don't
I don't charge.
you don't charge
I don't
for
charge.
speaking?
No.
We need to change that.
I know we need to change it, but I gotta get her story to these people because kids' lives are really being saved. Because I was in Birmingham Thursday, and I didn't even know. I just point to if I feel something, I just point to a person and I just start talking to them. Got pulled to the side by teachers, like, "Yo, she's a cutter. Like she's done this, that, and the third." I don't know that. I just walked in the building. I'm just doing what I have to do to get Mackenzie's story to people so that they won't do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
No family should feel this void, this pain that our family still feels. Like my sister has a daughter that's dead that was 9. My mother found her granddaughter that was 9 dead in her home. Like those things are real life. It's not a game for us. So when I go and tell, I give you what I feel because I haven't visited her gravesite yet. We had, her birthday was August 14th.
Oh man.
And she would have been 10 because her and my son was 6 months apart. My son turned 10 February 2nd. She would have been 10 August 14th, which is 16 days before my birthday. So we was really, really close. That was my baby. My birthday's August 30th.
Really?
Yes.
My daughter's is August 15th, 16th. Mine's the 20th.
Oh, that
My
was
son's is the 24th.
My
yeah.
son's is the 22nd.
Oh, the August baby's in here.
Yeah, but you're a Virgo. So
It
you don't
doesn't
count.
matter. I do count. I do count. Virgos are the best ever. Anywho, so instead of us having cake and ice cream and having a party and dancing, we went to her gravesite and had a memorial service and released balloons into heaven of her favorite colors for Alabama, which is her favorite school she wanted to go to. Her and my son was going to go to Alabama together. So, yeah, it's real for us. It's not a game. It's not a joke.
Oh, that's why you got on that color.
No, this was just cute with my shoes.
Get you some Georgia Bulldog red.
No. So yeah, if you want to follow me for whatever reason, I'm EJanae. On Instagram is EJENE_1. Eddwina Harris, my government name on Facebook, but the McKenzie Foundation is where I want you to go first.
Outstanding, man. We're glad you came by. I'm glad
Yes,
you was
ma'am.
able to tell your story
you.
and tell us everything. Because when I hit her up to be on the show, I was hitting her up for something totally different. To be on the show for something totally different. And she was like, "Oh, for the McKenzie Foundation?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
But
that's what you want.
But I wanted her to come over here to talk about these showcases she was doing.
Yeah, I
But
do that
this
too.
this was way more important.
Yeah,
Like I can bring you back in a month or so.
Yeah.
We can talk about showcases. But
Because
this
we're going to
was
be
way
together
more
on something on these showcases.
we got to do it, man. We're
Forward.
trying to make some
Yeah.
money. We're trying to make some people rich and famous, and we're trying to get rich and famous also.
Goodness.
Okay.
Just Jay,
Yes, sir.
what you got going on before we get out of here?
Everything. I'm still taking clients.
Uh-huh.
Going strong.
Clients for what?
I help people. I do writing coaching, ghostwriting, editing, and full service actually. So we start from scratch.
Does some of that salt shaker come with it? Do you
No.
get some of that salt?
No.
No,
But she said no.
I should have pulled up my phone and video, showed y'all that walk, man. That walk was like,
Yes.
Technically,
I heard
that's been a
Bruno
walk.
Mars in
for-
my head, 24K
That's-
Magic.
I have family members that will tell you that's my walk.
I've
from age
known
16.
you for about two and a half years now. I've
Yeah,
never
but
seen that walk.
okay, but how often do you see me walk
Nah,
somewhere?
you're right.
Exactly. I never walk anywhere. But so full service from scratch to publishing. I can do everything.
How much that go?
Well, we'll discuss that. Me and you can talk. Me and you can talk.
I'm supposed to be her friend, and she chose me $250 to write my story.
But that's a friend price.
See?
That's a friend price.
Yeah.
That's good.
Exactly. Please tell them again because other people are charging. I'm charging people $1,000.
Hey man, see?
So that was a close friend.
Nah.
Yes, it
see,
was.
If we're really friends, then you should just let me take you to Longhorns and call it a day.
I don't even like
Matter
Longhorns.
of fact, I take you Longhorns twice in a week. That's gonna be about $100.
It really is.
But what else you got going on?
Shoot, just writing other people's books. I don't have any new books out.
You say shoot.
Shoot. Yeah, I'm growing. But I don't have any more books out. Just still the same 13, which is a good thing because
Wait.
13.
She write vampire porn.
Oh, yes.
I write everything. He always tells people that I've written 13
freaky,
books,
but I think that's
and
cool.
actually the person that wrote the vampire book was Katrina. Shout out to her. That was her book. I just was helping her. The person that.
Katrina. Saga.
Okay, it was Saga.
No, I'm talking about. No, not Saga the Boss.
No.
Something different Saga.
No.
Okay.
Saga Blue.
Yeah, Saga Blue, and I liked the story. It was a good book. But for myself, I only write fiction, but I've written in 9 categories of fiction. And for my clients, I do self-help, autobiographies, fiction, whatever you have, I can do it. You know, so that's what I've been doing, and I've had so many clients that I haven't had time to do my own book.
Right.
Which is a good and a bad thing because I still want to get to my 15, but it's so extra.
So robots having.
I'm on the radio, Shawty. What you need?
Yeah. So wait, how long does it take
About
you from
6:15.
beginning to end to
Okay,
write?
so if we're serious,
Yeah.
okay, so if me and you
All right.
serious and we going back and forth on a steady basis with this content, the fastest I've done is 28 days.
That's
The longest it's taken, Ray, has been a year.
Yeah, I'm not going.
You still working with Ray?
No, I ain't speaking to him, but he still keep putting out that he got a book coming out and he still owes some dollars. How
Hey,
you got a book coming out?
Can I pay you weekly?
I need.
Listen, it depends on how. No, look, that's the problem. The problem is that I'm willing to work with you as long as you're paying consistently. I'm willing to work with you. The problem is when you don't pay.
Yeah.
That's the
So
problem.
can I do $50 a week?
Sure.
You gonna take
When you
miss
miss I'm very serious. If you miss the first payment, you gonna hate me. But
I send her $50 and be like, she'll be like, for you I need half.
no, that's not true because we do a lot of business together. He says that, but we do a lot of business
And she
together.
will bug you because I was paying her to be my editor-in-chief. And it was days she was like, my Square Cash didn't light up today.
Didn't light up. I did not hear my coins drop. I'm in that situation right
But
now.
that's
Hey,
the
you
thing.
wait till I wake up. It's
I
3 o'clock in the
could,
morning.
but that's when I send everybody. You are the only one. Everybody, hey, don't forget to make your payments today. Today is payday. Don't forget to make it. But I gave this person that's been taking a year. I gave him 3 weeks to make one payment. It didn't happen.
I'm gonna have to pay you.
In pesos. I'm joking.
I'm gonna have to pay you for the whole year coming up in January and just send you off to get people. So I might have to just throw you about $500 and for the whole year. Nah, I'll take that.
Okay,
I'll
so-
take you to Longhorns 5 times.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing all
It's okay.
Cause I gotta follow these people. He's putting out y'all. He's putting y'all in magazines, and when I hit y'all up, y'all totally disregard me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the person
Because-
that's gonna get y'all in this
Because
magazine.
today's so-called artists, they don't understand true promotion.
Right.
They don't understand
Right.
true grind because the social media, they feel like it's all there.
Right.
But still, your favorite artist is still on the cover of Vogue, Vibe, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. but they don't get that.
Right.
And a lot of artists that are trying, and I'm talking about y'all niggas, a lot of y'all don't get that it's more than just going to your homeboy studio, making a song and putting it on iTunes or what, Apple Store.
It's people, I can hit them up for him. And when I hit you up, I'm not just, hey, how you doing? I'm contacting you from Combine Magazine. I have some questions for you. I need your email.
Yeah.
I don't get a response back for 3, 4, 5 days. Or, you know, he'll tell me, forget it, it's deadline, it's done. And then they'll hit me up, hey, can I still do that? Sweetie, that was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But you know, like, I feel like I come across that a lot. I think that we as brown and black people need to really focus when we want to do business with people.
Right.
Let's play some music real quick. We're gonna get back and close this thing out. This is Annie O, Litty Bitty.
What up, Annie O?
Okay, so.
Now, this Annie O from here, right?
Okay, so.
She did it.
It depends on everything that you want because, like I said, I cover book cover, custom book cover, editing. Well, I put it in my Kindle. The other ones, I would have to have you because they are really strict about but Amazon and Kindle will let you know, like I can set up your account, everything from scratch. You can have ebooks and so do you don't know, you better ask somebody out here. They can't ask somebody for a being everyone gonna make somebody. That's what you're doing. Make sure
that's why I came right on. I got too much to say, and I'll say
all my clients have to do is record themselves, tell me the story. I put it in order, I do all the things. I'm a filler, I even write an intro for this and then I get the edit, custom, whatever you want. We can go back and forth with the cover. I help you with the copyright, and I put it up for free. How much is the copyright? That's what you want. Copyright on $25. So it's a lot easier than people think. You just gotta follow. That's not like I said, I like to tell my clients that they can record themselves something story because you got some people who drive on your face. You record yourself and shoot it to me. And I send it back to you. Type it all. Ready for your editing. I don't know why people talk about because like I said, I finished over 50, maybe 57 projects.
Always trying to run down you little bitty
But I
nigga
still have
that
like 4 or 5 people that I'm like, seriously, like, what are we doing? You know, like,
it's all a part of the game.
I gotta get this out because I can't
all these niggas
okay, so I was trying to once you put your book up, 90 days you get a check from Amazon the first day of every month. And I'm trying, and you can order your books for $2.50 and sell for $15. Anytime you need gas money, look, I'm on the national gas. You know what I'm saying? These people don't see this about $20. All this other branding of the areas. Even if the people foundation doesn't get the money immediately, right? It's not done. Like it's over the rest of her life. Right. So the rest of my life, you gotta keep going. Right. Even if it changes a million, but starts with that and goes to another umbrella. It's getting them and feeling something. Right. Just like Bill Bobby can't use it without a staff. It's gonna be something bad. Right. But suicide is something that doesn't go away. That's the issue. So it's different people that are suicide to the big LAC Show. Now to this trap. Right. Right. It's all those tied into safety. And I hate asking people. I mean, I should, but I was just raised like, yeah. I'm not, yeah. So you need multiple streams. I need multiple streams to come in so that I can, because I'm done. We could be done with, that happened to me too. But we could be done with the book in 28 days or less. Because once I put it out, it's like, my book is coming out. I want this shit. I usually hold, and when he tells people to work with me, the first thing he tells me is like, hey, she's gonna bother you. You better be serious about it. Yeah, and that's like I hold you accountable to your. Like if we, right,
like my coach.
right, exactly, and that's why I call it life coaching. So I will be like, hey, so I need this by this time, but I always take into account, okay, this is what else you're doing with your time. So I'm not just gonna tell you to do a whole bunch, and I know you got several other things to do. Most of the time, I really just say I need this. I need to talk about this. I'm missing something. We need to talk about this. I have a question. Can you send me a recording on this? And that's something simple. You can do it on your way home. You can do it on your way to bed or something. You got 2-3 minutes. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? I literally finished this month 4 books. And I took on 10. So it's like people don't follow. You know, like if you don't follow it, it's gonna take longer. But if you follow it, we can be done. We can be done. Like that month in August, I finished. In 28 days, I finished 6 projects. 28 days. All 6 of them were done in 28 days. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. No, because you followed what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, I got it a system. So if you consistently see content, I can consistently send you it. I just need like, if you, when I send it to you, you go over it, when you got a minute, send it back, then you know, then we got a constant flow. Yeah. We gotta bring there. I gotta get this done. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. People charge a lot of money, but here's my thing. Not like I know I can charge more money for what I'm doing, but it allows me to stay home and write all the time. And that's all I want to do. I can stay with my children, go on field trips, be at the house speaking or whatever, and I still have money coming in as long as my clients make their payment. You know what I'm saying? So I usually take in, right? So I get royalties, and I also get payments from clients when I work. Royalties is what I do. Yeah, like I gotta get that. But that's what I'm saying. When we're done, it takes 90 days to get your first payment, but it's not that they're keeping it. It's because, like, if you're looking out for November, you'll get it in February, but you'll get November's payment in February. You know what I'm saying? And then in the meantime, November, you can be selling your own book. When we get published, it takes 24 hours to publish. After those 24 hours, you can order copies. And now we have LA's place for book signing. You know what I'm saying? I need to do a book signing at his place. I didn't know he had a place. I would have been calling him. He know I would have been bothering him about something already. But listen.
Spins worldwide DJ mixes, and indie artists. 24/7. So the party never
Yeah. Hey man, we're about to get ready to get out of here. It's been a Big LAC Show, man. We had Miss Eddwina Harris in the building.
Yes.
We had my special guest host, Miss Just J in the building.
Yes.
It's Just J. Next week I got Miss Crystal Wilkins coming through. She'll be coming through next week to share her modeling and stuff. I asked Just J if she could come back next Saturday and co-host. If she can't, I'm looking for a guest co-host. So if she, well, matter of fact,
She can.
even if she can, I'm looking for another guest co-host. I want to fill this place up, fill up all 4 seats. So if you want a guest co-host next week, hit me up in my inbox. Do not write on my guy. I hate it with a passion when people write shit on my page. I hate that. Don't be putting, because motherfuckers are so eager to let other people know what they doing.
Yep.
Hey, look, I'm writing on LA. I want to be, you know what I mean? Until my good friend, my little sis, Regina, everything gets better. She gets back in her place once she get everything settled with everything that's going on with her. Again, we're praying for you, baby girl. Until she come back, I'm gonna need somebody to fill this seat. Be honest with you, I don't want the same person every day. I want to give people, every week, I want to give people opportunities. I won't be here on the 30th. I'll be out of town on the 30th. I'm trying to make these motherfucking moves, man. I'm trying to get rich. You know what I mean? Well, richer, because I'm a rich man.
Right?
I am wealthy. No cap. But we have Miss Eddwina Harris in the building. We had Miss, or is it Mrs.?
It's Miss.
We had Miss J Warner, and the J stands for
Awesome.
You don't want to say your real name? She don't like saying her real name. I love her real name though. I told her when I first heard it, I'm like, man, it is so goddamn cool, but it is ghetto as fuck at the same time.
It is. Thanks, Mom.
Super ghetto. Now we was talking about the editing.
Yes.
Hers is way worse. But I like it though. I like it though. But we had those in the building. What do you have coming up?
November 30th, the Rock the Mic with Smoking EJ showcase will be in Jackson, Georgia at Free Flow Art Studio. I have 9 acts. I'm only looking for one more because I only do 10 because I give them about 6-minute sets. And let me explain something to y'all. I used to be a artist manager. That's what I was once upon a time. Anyway, when they say sets, that means make your set. Stop asking me how many songs can you do. If I say a set, you can do as many songs as you can fit in 6 minutes. Okay? That's what a set is. So there you go, a little nugget. And get all your stuff coded. Get all your stuff branded. Get everything in your name. You can sign yourself. You don't necessarily need these labels.
What do
I
you
know
mean
they
by
mad
code?
at me. USC code so that they can get paid, even when you do your t-shirts.
But what happens with the coding?
What do you mean, what happened with it?
Because you got to give them more information to just get it coded, because they got to know where to go.
Well, I gotta go to the website. I don't know the website offhand because that's at home, written in my book with things, but just Google it. It's on there. Everything is on Google.
When she say get your music coded, it means that you can send it off. I forget the website on top of my head.
See, I told you.
But you can send your music. When you Google it, it'll pop
It'll
up.
tell you.
But you send your music get coded. What it does is it put a code on your song. So anytime anybody play it, that code picks up. Computers pick it up. It says this song was played here.
Mm-hmm.
That's how when somebody plays your song on a radio show like this, and Facebook say, "Oh, we got to take down your live because you were playing a song that don't belong to you." Well, Facebook stopped doing it now for whatever reason. They cut it out because the reason why they cut it out, because so many people were playing music that didn't belong to them, and it was crashing their service. So anyway, when you get that music coded, you have to take that song everywhere you go. Once they send that, because you're going to email it to them, they're going to email it back with your USC number or your UPC, depending on how you do it. But you can't go into your computer and say, "Oh, let me download my song off the computer," and it's not that song that's coded.
Right.
Because you're not going to get paid.
Yep.
You know what I mean? A BDS radio station, if they play a coded song, you have to get royalties for that. So that's what she means. Now, getting your shirts done, that's a trademark. That's something different. But you can have a trademark without paying for the trademark. It's not a registered trademark. It's just a trademark, and that's TM. So if you get like my Big LAC Show logo, I can put a TM on there, and it's not illegal, but it shows people that this is my logo. And if I take a picture in this shirt with the TM on it, and I put it somewhere, if you make it around and you get this logo and you put it on something, but it has to say Big LAC Show. If you trying to sell Big LAC Show shirts, and I catch you, a judge is gonna charge you, because I can show that judge on November the 16th. I had that shirt on with my trademark sign on it. Registered trademark is a lot of money. They can be in the thousands of dollars. It's a lot of money, and most times you will pay, and they will deny that trademark.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's up to you what you want to do. You can just make a logo, put TM on it, call it a day, or you can pay thousands of dollars and probably won't even get the trademark, because they'll probably deny it for some crazy reason. That's our tidbit today. What you got going on coming up, Miss Just Jay?
I'm just accepting clients. So if you need to write a book, definitely contact me, and I could get it done. We're about to come up. It's about to be a new decade. So if it's been another 10 years that you've been talking about that book and you didn't do it, you need to contact me.
Outstanding. I want to give a shout out to Fountains Water. I'm still trying to get them to sponsor the show. Check out Fountains Water. They're based in Marietta. Get you some of that water. I want to give a shout out to Lollipops.
Right, me too.
My sponsor. They got the new lollipop. It's called OG Kush. They're coming out with their weed line. It's non-THC, but it does have CBD oil, and it has I forget the word he said, tetrins. I think that's what but it's found in all tropical fruit. It's real good. He gave me a lot more of them, as you can see. This thing was full with these OG Kush, but I fell in love with them. My favorite one is Sex on the Beach, and he also has coconut, and he has watermelon, and he has a bunch of them. It's a bunch of different ones. I did a commercial for him.
Oh, before you close that, can I get a Sex on the Beach?
No, because I only got one left. Hold on, let me see. Let me see how many sets on the beaches I have. If I got more than one, you. Oh yeah, you.
Thank you.
You want another one? Take the OG Kush.
Look at him.
There you go. You can take an OG Kush too.
All right.
There you go. It actually, I eat the OG Kush one because, like I said, it got the CBD oil in it. And if y'all know about CBD oil, it helps with all kind of strains. I'm getting old. I'm 43. So I get out of bed, my knee hurt, my back hurt, and I found that 1 or 2 of these a day has relieved that. Mr. Wild Thing, you need to send me some more. That's his name. You need to send me some more of these. I'll take the OG Kush, baby boy. Coming up, we got the We Are the South concert series, sponsored by My Magazine, Combined Magazine, Big Boy Entertainment, out of Tuscaloosa, BBE, Big Boy. Rita Crease promotion. Shout out my little sis, Rita Crease. I'm about to go over there. They got they giving away $500 over at I forget what the place is, but they giving away $500 a night if you come through and you got the best song. I'm one of the judges, so I'm gonna be there till 3 o'clock in the morning. So I gotta buy me some hot wings while I'm over there or something. It's against my diet, but damn it, I'm gonna eat it. But we got the We Are the South concert series going on December 21st. We got 7 headliners and 4 opening acts. We got Tazzy Red, Young Saucy God, Shouty D, Bella Flame. Hey Bella. We got Buck Dollar. What's up, little bro? We got True. We got, and my artist, Courtney Alexis, on Outside Entertainment, my label. I love to say my label because being a former rapper myself, it's fun to say you have your own label. Opening, we got Lady Storm, Smitty, my other artist, Slim Cushy. What's up, Kush? And we got Grizz Bunyan, Green Boys in the house. $10 advance tickets. We already selling tickets. If you want a ticket, get with an artist. They got the tickets. It's $20 at the door. So if you don't have a ticket, you walk up, it's $20 at the door, but believe me, it's gonna be fun all night. And you get a free drink with your ticket. Yay. Says it right there. We're giving out free drinks all night with your ticket. Lincoln Lollipops will be there giving away free OG Kush, Sex on the Beach, watermelon vodka, Tennessee, whatever. They're gonna be giving away free lollipops. We're looking for vendors. So if you want to be a vendor for the show, come through and make you some money, man. It's at K&W Event Center in Conyers on Elwood Drive, 3,200 square feet of space. So you can dance the night away. We got another side. You can go sit down and hang out with the artists and take pictures. But we're going to be doing it real big, man. We got the new Combined Magazine issue, the January issue coming out. So if you want to be in the magazine, hit me up. I'm going to hire I fired Just Jay.
He gonna hire me.
Some months ago.
We do this a lot.
We go, man. We love each other. We love each other so much, man, that
I get fired every issue, guys. I'll be back next time.
Like he come back the next issue.
The problem is we are the exact same person. That's the whole issue. And as I'm growing, I'm starting to realize she'll tell you, my whole thing is I grab people and I pull them into my circle. And it ain't because, I need you. It's because I feel like we all need each other. Yeah, right. I'm real big. That's why I moved my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. That's why I said, hey, man, let's move into one house. Yeah. I'm real big on community. Yeah. Growing up, it was just me, my mom, my sister. All my family was in Florida, California, so I didn't have that sense of community. Yeah. So as I'm getting older, I'm trying to put people around me, man. Chris, if you don't stop tagging me and stuff while I'm on the radio, I'm about to get out of here in about 7 minutes, Chris. I hit you up. But that's why. But me and Just Jay, we just too much alike, man. We love each other so much, and it's one of those real loves. Like it ain't no bullshit. So when we get mad at each other, we get mad.
And it be over. And I'm fired, kicked out all kinds of
groups. And be honest with you, we won't talk for months.
At all. And then he'll hit me up like, hey, what you doing? I need you to do this.
Yeah,
and, I'm like,
and then one day it'll be, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Oh, okay. Then a whole month will go by again. And then hey, you want to do this? Yeah, sure. But that's true love. Right. Because I know that I'm surrounded by talented people, and she's one of them. Right. So yeah, she'll be hired back on in January. I'll fire in February.
And I'll be fired in February. So I'll be back in April.
Then she'll be back for the April edition, then I'm gonna fire. Then we're gonna get into it again. I'm gonna fire in April, then she'll be back in July. Right. So but yeah, man, it's been a Big LAC show. What else I got going on? Oh, we got the Fantasy Thursdays. I don't have a flyer yet, but we're gonna try to get Miss Eddwina on the flyer with her followers. If you are a guy, we charge $15 at the door. free little lollipops, free alcohol. Come in, and if you see your fantasy lady that you've been hitting up on Facebook, hey girl, when can I see you? Hey girl, when can I come holler at you? This is the night to come holler at her.
Right there.
She gonna be there. It's gonna be security there, nigga, so don't touch it. But she gonna be there.
But you can holler at her.
Talk to her face to face. This one of those shoot your shot moments.
Right, you can take a picture with her. You can holler
exactly.
at her. Shoot all your shots. You
We
go
have a
shoot.
photographer, but we are gonna have cameras in the building.
Right,
so
so don't
you
try to
anything
traffic her.
crazy.
Okay.
You doing anything crazy, your ass is going on camera, and it's gonna be for the judge to decide what to do with your pervert ass. But this is the night to shoot your shot, gentlemen.
Right.
Fantasy Thursdays. We got Rena Crease gonna be in the building. We got Annie O. We got Miss Crystal in the building. We got Miss T.I. in the building. We got a lot of ladies that's gonna be there. They're on the flyers. If Virginia is better and everything is worked out and she got everything good and she in the right mindset, Virginia Williams is gonna be in the building. And we're gonna I'm gonna get a picture of Miss Eddwina Harris tonight before we leave. And I'm gonna throw her on the flyer. I might throw Salt Shaker on the flyer. I don't know yet. And this has been a Big LAC Show, man. Catch us on Instagram, Big LAC Show. Catch us on Facebook, Big LAC Show. Catch us on Twitter, Big LAC Show. You're going to see this show tomorrow night on YouTube. Thank you to my Facebook Live family for joining us. A bunch of y'all came in and came out. Thank you for being here. Thank you again, Miss Eddwina. We got some stuff we got to talk about. We got to get some stuff together. Like I said, I need a young lady for the podcast that I'm doing, the Talking Big podcast. But the only thing is, you probably ain't gonna be able to come all the time because every Monday at 7 p.m. Get you in and out of there. But I need somebody else for this podcast because we did it last week and that shit came out horrible. And the main reason why is because we had one person on the panel that just wanted to be contentious about everything.
Yeah.
And some things you can fuss about and go back. But when you doing everything somebody bring up, you got an attitude about. And I get it. He's younger than us, so a lot of stuff we were talking about, he's like, well, what are the people? And one thing, I'm gonna get out of here, but I gotta vent. You know I gotta vent. One motherfucking thing I hate that black people do, and this is what I hate. Oh, but they making money though. Who? Hey, shut the fuck up with that stupid ass logic.
That was a ignorant.
People do that all the time though. Oh, but people like it. Come on.
I mean, it's right.
No, it's just the fact that
it's good.
just because somebody likes it doesn't make it the moral standard.
True.
Slavery, they like that shit too.
They like money a lot.
But anyway, so we gotta start back over with Talking Big. It's me and Ray, and I'm looking for 2 other co-hosts for this Talking Big podcast. But y'all gotta be there, man, because we done went through so many iterations of this. And this is a good idea. This is a good thing. This Talking Big podcast, and I'm trying to get it popping. But this has been a Big LAC Show, man. I know I'm forgetting something I got going on. I got something going on all the time. Jesus, I'm trying to make people rich, man. I ain't worried about me because I ain't gonna be here long. I'm 43. I told my wife once
He's gonna be here
once
just because he get on everybody's
once my
nerves,
teeth start
he
falling
never
out,
gonna-
like I can't even digest bread no more, man. It's time to go. It's time to leave this earth. Once you can't eat a cheeseburger, man. I mean, your body start telling you. Yeah. Your body, when you start getting to certain places in your body where you can't do certain shit, it's telling you, hey, bro, it's time to check out. So I'm getting closer to that point. So I'm trying to make y'all rich. I'm trying to bring y'all together. Katrina! Ah!
In the world.
I need to talk to you. So don't go get too busy.
For what?
But I got an opportunity.
Okay.
This has been Talking Big. This has been a Big LAC Show. I'm sorry we went late, but you know I started late. I love you guys. Thank you, Miss Eddwina. Thank you, Miss Just J. Man, let's get out of here, man.
Damn.
Oh shit.
So say good night to the black guy. Boy,
Good night, black guy.
last time you're going to see a black guy like this shit.
Yeah, so just
I got it. I got that.
my IG is on there, and it does have, I know a lot of like uplifting memes, but it does have, and I'll tag you to something if you like it too. This on the back, this stuff on the back, that's my phone number and my current email. I do like Alex, like, not private, but I like
yo like
But if
that.
you scroll through,
Put
you
that
will
thing
find my
on me, I
client.
shoot you right back.
And they're
My
covered. I do that
credibility
for every
good, my
client that I
reputation bad. Swear to God, you ain't gon' like it when I'm mad. The night out is up early with the roof. I don't need
just,
no
you know,
one night, this
I know
is
you said you wanted to
well,
date a
economy
little
got
bit,
me
but
one
you just
time.
gotta take it
Started from the bricks, but now we move mountains.
It's my fifth year, but we're more than